Mark my words, the COVID hysteria isn't over. Even though 3.4 million Brits now have the virus, sorry, I'm still not seeing people collapsing in Tesco's. The maniacal medics and scaremongering scientists are all over the Sunday papers today calling for a return to COVID measures. Can't you just let us enjoy the weekend and this rare burst of good weather? Millions of people looking forward to a few sausages on the barbie and a couple of cheeky ice-cold Budweisers have now got to listen to the likes of world-leading immunologist Professor Dennis Kinane. He spoke to the Daily Mirror newspaper. He wants to bring back masks, and Professor Tim Spector, lead scientist on the Zoe Health study, also spoke to the Mirror, saying, I'd advise people to wear high-quality FFP2 and FFP3 masks in crowded or poorly ventilated places to lower their risk of infection. FPP Off. Why the fresh push for masking? Omicron is now milder than a CD of Michael Bublé's greatest hits. When will they accept that COVID cannot be stopped, particularly by flimsy masks? When I chopped up a face covering on the national airwaves in the summer of 2020, it provoked a viral video watched by over 3 million people. It was a line in the sand. I could see where this was going. If we didn't push back on measures like that, we'd be stuck with them forever. We've been gloriously mask-free for the last few months. Armageddon has not ensued, and we've got our mental health back. We've been able to see each other's faces and fill our lungs with fresh air. Kids in classrooms have been able to study, learn, and interact without being muzzled by those filthy rags for which there is no strong evidence they make a blind bit of difference. Masking children as young as 11 in the classroom all day long was a needless assault on our young people. In fact, in my view, covering their little faces was copper-bottomed child abuse. Masks were part of a raft of damaging measures that, in my view, failed. The cost of living crisis is the cost of lockdown. And I say never again. How can these people who destroyed this country, who took us by the hand and walked us into hell, still have a mouthpiece, let alone continue to peddle their failed ideas? I wasn't having the masks in 2020, and I'm not having them now. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile. If they can cover your face all over again, what else will they tell you to do? I personally will not be wearing a mask again. If they cause great distress, then you're exempt. That's right, if they cause great distress, you are exempt. Well, I find them greatly distressing, so I'm exempt. And given their psychological and societal damage, it's reasonable to suggest that everyone's exempt. And remember, it's illegal for the authorities, including a police officer, to seek evidence of your exemption. The words, I'm exempt, are all you need. You have a legal case for harassment if they go further. The tyranny exacted upon the British people over the last 2 years has left us with a wrecked economy, a mental health crisis, damaged kids, and an NHS waiting list of up to 12 million people. Well done, everyone. Accepting debatable, unproven masks is the first step in a return to this madness. I think the behaviour of the authorities has been very similar to domestic abusers. We've been controlled, beaten up, and told it's for our own good. And in some cases, that it's our fault. Masks have been the first weapon of control, and now those terrifying echo chamber scientists want to bring them back. It's my view that masks are bad for the environment, bad for society, bad for the economy, and bad for you. Just say no.